Hey y'all, it's Patricia. Sorry I haven't been posting in a while, but I've just been really busy with school and cheers. So today I'm going to be showing you a full makeup tutorial using eyeshadow, foundation, and everything that you could wear to like a wedding, church, or even school. So let's get started. So before you start putting on your makeup, you want to make sure you have a clean face. So after you've washed your face, I also use a deep cleaning toner to get any extra dirt off. And then if my face is still oily or just during the day, I use oil absorbing sheets. And after you use them, they usually just turn out clear. You also want to make sure you have clean brushes just so whatever you are applying on your face stays on longer and your brushes will also be softer. One way that I clean my brush is I get conditioner and then olive oil, and I just mix the two together. So after you've cleaned your brush, just rinse it off with water and then leave it like on a towel to dry. Now that your brushes are clean, we're going to start with the eyeshadow. First you're going to put on your primer. This will help the eyeshadow stay on longer. Then you're going to put on concealer over that. Now you already put on your eyeshadow. Today I'm going to be using the Naked 2 palette, and the first coat of eyeshadow that you put on should usually be lighter than the second. So now you're going to need a brush that you'd use for more darker colors so we can start creating the smoky eye effect. Smoky eyes, you always want to start in the corner of your eye and then going up from there. Now that you've completed that, you're going to need a blending brush. One shaped like this so you can start blending it in. Okay, so notice that I'm going over to the other color so it can blend together. Then I'm lightly going up kind of towards my eyebrow and just blending that up there. Then going over and making sure everything's blended. So now that you finished your eyeshadow, the next step is the foundation. So the foundation I'm going to be using today is the Maybelline Foam Foundation, and I'm going to be applying it with a squishy round circle thingy. And you do your foundation after your eyeshadow so that if you have any fallout, you can just wipe it up before you put foundation on. After that's all nice and even, you're going to need to use powder to put on over it so your face isn't shiny. So the next step, after you have your foundation and powder on, you're going to need concealer, and I'm using MAC to put under your eyes or anywhere else where you might need it. Time for the eyeliner. When it comes to eyeliner, liquid is by far the best because if you use pencil, it looks not as neat as liquid does and it smears a lot. So I'm using L'Oreal, and it comes in a tube like this. You can get it at Target, Walgreens, CVS, anywhere. And whenever you open it, it's just like a little pin. And how I put on my eyeliner, I start right here in the crease, and I just kind of make little strokes till I get to the very end. Eyeliner is supposed to make your eyes look more bold, so most people would just leave their eyeliner like this, like just a straight line, but most of the time I choose to do a cat eye. And now I'm going to show you how to do it. A cat eye can be done in multiple ways, but usually I start from the outside of my eye, like where I want to extend it, and then I just kind of fill it in from there. So once you've done your cat eye, it should look something like this, like going at an angle. And once you extend your cat eye, make sure you go down so that the bottom eyeliner, once you put it on, meets, and it'll be just like one line. Now let's move on to your eyelashes. Before you put on mascara, it's important to curl your eyelashes to make them look longer, and you can buy one of these anywhere, like at any drugstore, Walmart, Target, like I said, anywhere. And so you just put your eyelashes through the two little thingamabobs, then you just kind of pinch down and hold it for a second. But make sure you don't grab your skin because that hurts a lot. And then you do the other eye. Just pinch down, then you let go. And now they're curled. Now you're going to apply mascara. First, I use this mascara that I got at Ulta. It's like a beauty and hair store thing. And so I'm going to put that on first. So now I'm going to put Benefit mascara over it. And it's time to fill in your eyebrows. I use this. I got it from Target. It's Brown Stylus Sculptor. Yeah. And on the end it just has an eyebrow brush thing. That's what color I got. It's like brown. And then on the end is a highlighter. Filling in your eyebrows isn't that difficult. It just takes a few times to master it. And it just makes your makeup look more like full and like complete. So you start just like in the corner and then you just keep going on from there. So once you're done with your eyebrows, it's time for the blush, and I'm going to be using MAC and Laura Geller blush. Well, me personally, I love using blush because it just adds a little bit of color to your cheekbones. So, like I said, I'm going to be using these two because I like the color that they make when they're blended together. Where you decide to apply the blush depends on your face structure. Like some people put it right here, kind of on their jawline, and I usually put it on my cheekbones. So whenever I smile, they're like all rosy and stuff and pretty. Down to the last step, which is your lips, adding a pop of color to them. So I'm going to be using a red MAC. The color is Russian and it's matte, which means like it's not like glossy or anything. So before you put on your lipstick, you need to put like a lip balm on, which it's like EOS or like Burt's Bees, something like that, just to soften your lips. Then you're going to want to put like concealer on them to make sure the lipstick stays. Then you're going to want to line them with a lip liner, which I cannot find, I just had it. Here it is. And when you're lining your lips, you just have to like kind of go around them. At first, you just have to like get used to it, and then you can just do it. So after you put the liner on, you're going to need a lip brush, like just a small little brush, to blend it in. Before you put the lipstick on. When dealing with lipstick, you just kind of follow the line that you drew with your lip liner, like so. Well, that was the end of my makeup tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel and tell your friends about my channel. And if you have any other questions about the makeup tutorial, like how to put stuff on or whatever, comment in the box below, and have a happy Thanksgiving.